We're here with Doug Gottlieb, part of the broadcast team for Friday's game. Doug, just going into the game, can you just kind of look at the matchup, obviously, mid-major against major conference team, we see it all the time this time of year.
Well, Press Virginia, as they call them, West Virginia, they're a unique team, in this kind of age where everybody thinks college basketball teams play slow and play half court. They get after you. And, it's great because I think you have two teams with coaches who I think any basketball fan knows the coach's names. Bobby, obviously, is a player, and Bob Huggins, as a coach, who's also a really good player. But also, I think their teams kind of mirror some of their own personalities. Bobby Hurley was a great freshman starting point guard, has a freshman starting point guard, right? And then you got Bob Huggins, who, that's just kind of, is a perfect mirror image of how his teams always play. They get after you defensively, they play exceptionally hard, they play as a team. They're not the prettiest offensive team, but their best offense sometimes just throwing off the glass and going and getting it. And it makes for a really unique matchup because, on paper, Buffalo's has essentially 3 point guards, so they can take turns picking apart the press, but it's easier said than done.
Now, obviously, this has been sort of a trendy upset pick. Everybody looks at the 5-12 line all the time. But at the same time, does UB almost have to guard against that? Does Buffalo have to guard against that, hearing that noise?
Yes, because, this is like a classic Huggins. He likes the us against the world. He likes when people, like I said, you don't like our team? Oh, yeah. It's like, hey, there's two teams, we got to pick one. There's always a 12-5. People pick the 12. But because what happens is all week, I think it helps you because those kids are like, hey, people believe in us, people believe in us against West Virginia. But it also can kind of turbocharge West Virginia where the ears are sitting there saying like, oh, you don't believe in us? And that's kind of the makeup of this team. Because you don't have, outside of Jawan Staten, you probably don't have a guy on that roster who you're going to pick out and go, Billy D. Williams, I want him on my team. But as a collective group, they're really good and really fun to watch. So, yes, it can work against you, but I also think that you got a young team, hadn't played in the tournament, you got people picking you to win, it should give you confidence, and confidence is as big a performance enhancer as anything out there on the open market.